Shalom Talmidim. Here's the vocabulary from Seow's grammar in chapter 18. We start off with a few nouns. Machar, machar, tomorrow, or the following day, also sometimes time to come, the future. Macharath, macharath, related to machar, can also mean tomorrow, or sometime in the future. Etzem, etzem, bone. And an adjective apparently derived from etzem is atzum, atzum, mighty. I guess strong, like bones are strong. Erev, erev, evening. The phrase Erev Tov is a greeting or a way of saying goodbye in the evening. Erev Tov means good evening, like Boker Tov means good morning. Most of the words this chapter are verbs, and a few words related to them. Balat, balat, to swallow. Ba'ar, ba'ar, to burn or consume. Ga'al, ga'al, to redeem. Za'ak, za'ak, to cry out. Yada, yada, in the Kal means to throw, but in the Hiphil it means to confess or to give thanks, an entirely different meaning from the Kal. There's a noun derived from the Hiphil, todah, todah. It means thanksgiving, or it's the word in modern Hebrew used for thank you. So I use it in the classroom, todah, as the word for thank you. Kafar, kafar, in the Kal means to cover. In the Piel, it's a specific meaning to cover over sins, that is, to atone, kipper. There's a noun derived from the Piel, kippurim, kippurim, which is atonement. It only occurs 8 times. It's the word in the phrase Yom HaKippurim, the Day of Atonement. Pakad, pakad. This verb has a somewhat bewildering variety of meanings, it seems. It can mean to look at something carefully, to inspect it, to examine it. It's traditionally been glossed as to visit. In the phrase, for instance, the Lord visited their sins upon them. It appears that this sense of to visit might more properly be understood as to come near something to observe it carefully, either in compassion, to bring mercy on it, like the Lord visits many barren women in the Old Testament and gives them children, or to observe someone carefully in judgment, that is, he visits, quote-unquote, their sins on them. That is, he comes close, he observes them, and he brings the punishment that their sins deserve. So I really don't think that the gloss to visit is very helpful. And as far as I'm concerned, you don't need to learn visit so long as you understand that the verb implies some sort of close inspection, sometimes with blessing or punishment that comes from that close inspection. The verb can also mean to appoint someone to an office or to entrust them with a task, especially in the Hiphil. Kavatz, kavatz, to gather. Kavar, kavar, to bury. And there's a noun related to that verb, kever, kever, a place where you bury someone, a grave. Kitter, kitter, in the Piel, or hiktir in the Hiphil, means to burn incense, make a sacrifice, especially an incense offering. And there is a noun related to it, ketoreth, ketoreth, incense. Radaf, radaf, to pursue, follow, or to persecute someone. Sameach, sameach, or sometimes samach, to rejoice, be happy. There's a related noun, simcha, simcha, joy. Saraf, saraf, to burn. There's also a related noun to this, saraf, saraf. In 4 of its 7 occurrences, it means some sort of venomous serpent or snake. And it's also the term used for the flying angelic beings that Isaiah sees in his vision of God, high and exalted in the temple, from which we get the name seraph or seraphim as one of the varieties of angel. These snakes and some sort of heavenly creatures, basically the name means burning one. Shafak, shafak, to pour out. And we have 3 other words this chapter. Lema'an, lema'an, in order that or so that. It introduces a purpose. Pen, pen, introduces a negative purpose, lest something happen or in order that something not happen. And terem, terem, it means that something has not yet happened or before something happened. It's always followed by an imperfect, a yik tol verb, which is somewhat surprising.